Well, I think Orion going to have a tough time against Stork. Stork, this is a guy who eats newbies for breakfast. I mean, he's just so incredibly strong.
And being that Orion isn't as strong as he used to be, I don't even think he was as strong as Stork. I can't even compare right now, these two. So Orion's last 10 games, he's been 5-5, and the last 10 versus Protoss is 5-5 also. He's a very just average player.
Well, this is another one-on-one map. Oh, wow, look at that.
I expected that.
I saw that one coming in the polling.
And I really think they're going to actually be right this time.
Yeah. Normally when we get these polls in here, there were so many upsets in the first 3 or 4 weeks here, I couldn't even believe how many of them there were. But initially our polls were wrong, but I think now as the tournament's picked up, most of our statistics should be correct.
And just as Jason Lee said a couple of weeks ago, this is where they term the men from the boys. He said that over and over, and it's true. You can totally see the skill difference between the seeded players and those who are trying their chance at, the $40,000 grand prize at the end.
Yeah, this is literally the largest prize you can get for an individual league in Korea for any esport game. I mean, it's huge.
With the exchange rate now, that's even more money.
Yeah, that's even more money, man. That's actually quite true. I was a little shocked when I went down to BlizzCon, in the midst of the economy crisis, and tried to get my money exchanged. I was like, what? Oh, God. I had no idea how low the Korean won is. Hopefully that'll bounce back, though. Okay, well, take a look at this. Looks like Stork's going to go for the Pylon Gateway Gas build. Now, this is actually the build I like the best in Protoss versus Zerg. I also question if this is really even a map you can fast expand on. You have this big open area behind your expo, which can be, Mutalisks can take advantage of it, Lurkers can. And, to open up like this, basically you're going to get a lot of your critical tech buildings up. You're usually going to get either a Dark Templar, actually you're almost always going to get a Dark Templar with a build like this, maybe a Corsair, and you're going to try to secure your expansion really, really well before you take it. Rather than expanding really, really early and then making a ridiculous amount of cannons trying to hold off attacks from every angle. Well, once again, Orion's not going to do anything out of the ordinary. This is a pretty standard build. It's safe against, any type of early rush like a proxy gate, and allows you to get your expansion up pretty quickly. I'm a little bit shocked, actually. I don't know. I really kind of expected Stork to take the ramp right now, and he hasn't, which means these Lings are probably going to get up the ramp. It's kind of weird. Normally you would just expect the player to block the ramp with 2 Zealots. This actually could be pretty bad for Stork. It's kind of weird that he's doing this. I don't know why. All right, well, let's see what happens here. Looks like he's actually going to get an abnormally fast Stargate. That might be why he didn't block the ramp. He's going to try to hold this off with just 1 Zealot here, taking out a probe, but Dragoon comes out. Okay, he's already lost 2 probes. This is, nice micro here by Stork. You do not normally expect, clearly Stork really wants to get that early Stargate out. Now Zerg's going to have to adjust his build order because this Corsair is going to get out so quickly. Nice micro, pulls the probe back. That attack there was pretty much completely ineffective by Orion. Corsairs are already on the way. They're warping in from IR as we speak. And then this could just be bad news. All right, so clearly the Zerglings were less than effective. I think they only got 2 or 3 probes total. Now he blocks the ramp. Well, Orion.
Now that Orion knows what's going on, what do you think he should do? How should he change his play?
He should get a den. There it is. He's going to get the den. But you see, this is really forcing the Zerg to get Vespian gas maybe a little bit sooner, Hydralisk a little bit sooner than he would want. He can't power the drones. Now you can see Stork moves out with his ground forces to try to break that sunken colony possibly, or at least force a second sunken colony to come up here. But this is really going to hurt Orion's economy. And Orion trying to get his overlords in a good position where they can be defended with ease. Well, the Nexus is going to be up here in a minute. We don't see the Citadel, or at least we haven't gotten a glimpse of it yet. He may get the Forge first. I gotta say, I love Stork's build orders.
Yeah, weren't you saying before how Stork's your favorite player now? Is that true?
Well, for studying him, yeah. I mean, Firebat Hero is my favorite because I like it when he does these badass ceremonies when he wins. But yes, for educational purposes, I really, really do enjoy Stork.
Speaking of Firebat Hero, he's actually sitting right outside in the audience.
Yep. I can see him right now.
I think this is the first time a pro gamer has come out to actually observe his teammate, which is nice.
Most of the time they sit back. Well, you know, Stork and Firebat Hero are both very, very close. There's the Panda Bear guy. That sucks to be that Overlord. Bet he wishes the map was a little bit bigger so he could keep flying away.
I know. Stork's confidence just must be soaring right now. I mean, after his win against Best, and now he's here, and he just stomped on this guy first game.
He's just smashing nerds left and right. Here's a Citadel on the way. So Stork's going to get that +1 attack. Now, Zerg probably anticipated the Protoss getting a Dark Templar a little bit sooner here. So I think the Zerg's going to be in shock when he sees cannons already up and +1 on the way. And you know what's smart about getting this +1 attack upgrade is that Zerg did not opt to get an Evolution Chamber. That's one of the other counters to early Corsairs. You get the Spore Colony, and then you hold off the Corsair harassment with that. Oh, he's going to get one of these Overlords. Bam! Takes out an extra one. That's really going to slow the Zerg down. So anyways, yeah, so now since the Zerg didn't get the Evolution Chamber, he can't get the +1 armor upgrade, which means that the Protoss is going to be ahead in the late game. A lot of links. He's going to try to do a link break here. Stork has to hold this off. Very aggressive move here. And instead, Stork indeed will hold this off. A couple links, though. Go to the main. The main completely undefended. The probes are going to be at risk of getting owned here. That is just incredible micro there by Stork. Whoa, look at that. Look at this guy go. More links, though, on the way. They're going to try to break the cannons here. This has to work for Orion. And I think Stork might lose this expansion. Oh, this is terrible. The cannon is down. It's going to be up to Stork's micro here. I think Orion's definitely playing this the way he should be against Stork. He does not want to let this go to the late game. A lot more links coming down here. You can see Orion basically faked his standard tech here. And more probes are going to be taken out here. If Orion can get a lurker out here and just burrow where the Nexus is, it could be very bad news for Stork. You can see Stork desperately trying to pick off Overlords here in the hopes that he'll take one out, and then Orion can't morph a lurker because he won't have enough supply. Oh, GG! He just surrendered. Orion just suplexed Stork.
Okay, well, in your professional view, I'm thinking here, do you think Stork could have continued that game and still been able to pull something out, or do you think he GG'd early?
You know, I think Stork could have continued playing that game. It wasn't quite over. I think even our Korean commentators were a little bit startled when he left that quickly, but I think what Stork wants to do is just go into the third game and not waste his time or his energy. And Orion suddenly realizing, hey, I'm still in this. He's like, yep, I just beat Stork. Yep. Feeling pretty good.
Or rather, he's probably like, "Why did he GG?" But like, I'll take it. I'll take it. Okay.
Well, to be fair though, Stork was in pretty bad shape.
Right.
Back there. I mean, he didn't have the cannon. He did get the Overlord, so he might have been able to delay the possible morphing of a lurker. But still, you know, it's so hard. Zerglings with speed are so fast that the Zealots can never really catch up to them. So you have to have cannons in your base to hold it off.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah.
That I don't know. That still surprised me, I have to say. And I did overhear the Korean commentators going, "Oh, GG, yeah, sure, okay." Wow. All right. Well, our Dino Protoss, as you guys know, that's actually his other nickname.
Tossosaurus.
They call him the Dinosaur Toss. If you guys don't know why, they had a photo shoot with Stork wearing this little dino outfit. Okay, now.
Oh yeah, I saw that. That was weird. I was kind of like,
And
what is this? Like,
I know, but he hated it at first until his girlfriend came on set and was like, "Oh, that's so cute." And then all of a sudden he was like, "Sure, I'll take pictures in it."
Are you serious?
Yeah.
All right. Well, now we know the story.
All right.
Somebody should dig up those pictures of him sitting there as a dinosaur.
There's tons. Anyway, so all right. So then this next game on Neo Requiem. So I mean, being that Stork gave up this second game, pretty. I mean, if it's, for me, it feels like he just kind of gave it up. I think he could have pulled out something, but this third game, what do you think is going to happen here?
Well, I think Stork might play a little bit more standard. Honestly, Destination, that map is really, really hard. Me and Artos has been trying to figure that map out all week with different stuff, and it's pretty tricky. So this new map, Neo Requiem, or the new Neo Requiem, right?
Yeah.
I think that's going to be a fast expand build. We're probably going to see a more standard play, and I think that's going to be Stork's strong point. That build that we saw back there, that's probably not a build that Stork ends up using all the time.
Right. Well, I mean, these maps are the Pro League ones, right? And, wait, I think they're going to cut us off. No, yes, no. Anyway, these are the Pro League maps, and Stork's been doing